So, the Brooklyn Nets are just one of the teams that have a ton of people out right now, so they've had to use their 10-day hardship exceptions, and they've signed James Ennis, Langston Galloway, and Shaq Harrison. Because right now, currently out, they have Kyrie Irving, Joe Harris, James Harden, Bruce Brown, Javon Carter, James Johnson, LaMarcus Aldridge, Paul Millsap, and DeAndre Bembry. So, quite a few players out. It's basically KD versus five guys on the other team, and KD has been winning so far. But yeah, they need players, so they've signed these three guys. I'll start with James Ennis because I think he's probably the pick of the bunch. He's a 6'6", 6'7" wing who's a solid defender and an up and down 3-point shooter. Like many players who just can't really make it stick in the NBA. I say the 3-point shot is definitely the biggest variable with him. Because he does have good size. I think defensively he can definitely help them out as just being sort of like a bigger body who can guard wing players, which is something the Nets are missing overall, and especially right now with so many guys out, it's good to have some size. And then the 3-point shooting, he's a 36% career 3-point shooter. He was 43% last year with the Magic, which is very good, but he is being left open, so we'll see if how he shoots for the Nets, because if he can knock down threes, he has solid defense, he has good energy. I think that could be a player that can really help the Nets right now. Obviously, you can't do much on ball, but the Nets have guys like KD and Patty Mills still in there. So, I think James Ennis, I think that's a very solid signing for them. It's good to get a guy with size who can also ideally be someone who can space the floor. And then Langston Galloway, he's a 6'1" guard. He's a 37% career 3-point shooter, but shot 40 and 42% in the last 2 years. You might know him from the Pistons or the Suns, or you might not know him. But I think his ability is shooting, and I think with Kyrie and Harden out right now, it's something the Nets could use. I think he'll probably be staggered with Patty Mills when he does play, because you don't really want two super small guards out there. And he's not a player who needs the ball, so he can play off ball. I'd suspect most of the time he'll be spotting up around KD and providing spacing for the next 10 days. So, I think he's a solid signing. I think making sure the Nets are keeping their shooting seems like a smart move. And then finally, Shaq Harrison. He's a 6'7" guard. He's a solid defender and passer, sort of a bit of a glue guy. Can't really shoot, which hurts, but if he can use his size, you might know him from the Nuggets, the Bulls, or the Jazz. I believe he's the guy who Jamal Murray called the 2K default player. So if he can help them out with his defense and passing and just be a solid glue guy. I think, if the Nets maintain their spacing, you've seen the success Bruce Brown has had just being a screener, even though he's not that big, and being a playmaker and passer and then defending. Maybe something like that for Shaq Harrison. So overall, Nets, a lot of players out. They've had to use their 10-day exceptions. I think they've done pretty good. I think James Ennis is definitely someone who can help them. Especially if his 3-point shot is going down, they might want to keep him past the 10 days because, I think as a solid defender with good experience and a 3-point and, the potential of 3-point shot, that's a really good, solid player in the NBA. And then Galloway, Shaq Harrison, we'll see. Galloway's got the shooting. Shaq Harrison could be sort of like a glue guy. Anyways, thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more NBA content.